Hey there, Pisces. Welcome to your reading for the week of, April 22nd. We're going to jump right in here and see what is going on for you. You have this unlocking card. It says, what was locked can now be open. You have opened the floodgates of abundance without limitation. I love that. You have this card that says, writing on it, says, words are magic. Use them to manifest more abundance. I would also watch your words as well. I think you had this last week, so I would just say that, I kind of feel like we are in a time where we do need to be very careful of, what we say about ourselves and the words that we're using about whatever we're working on or working towards. So I would, again, make sure that you're speaking the world that you want to see into existence, right? So speak positively. Make sure that you're saying, positive words, good things about whatever it is that you're doing in your life. You have the Two of Wands, Six of Swords, and the Five of Swords. You are clearly moving on from something. Even the Two of Wands can represent moving on from something. The Two of Wands, he's standing at the top of this castle, and the castle just represents where he has always been, and he, that's kind of like where he has been established, but he's kind of looking off into the distance, and he has the whole world in his hands, but he's not really looking at the world that is in his hands. He's looking out into the distance. So the card itself kind of represents him thinking that all that is possible is what's in front of him. But really what's possible is the fact that he has a whole world in his hands. So the card itself kind of always says to me that you are much more capable than you realize, which I think is true for, all humans, of course. We just have to believe it, right? We just have to put in the work and kind of make things happen. And that's kind of what I feel for you here, Pisces, is that you really need to believe in yourself. I also feel like you really need to commit to something. You have the Four of Wands next. I wouldn't really call this a love reading yet, although we are going to clarify. We'll see what comes up. But, that Four of Wands could just be you committing to a change because you have this change card here. I do see this card that says sweetheart on it, so there definitely could be love coming in for you. But I really do feel that it's more saying that you are committing to a change, or you're committing to, becoming a new person or a different person. And, it doesn't mean that you're like going to be like completely unrecognizable or something like that. But I do feel that you're kind of in this position of, upgrading your life or stepping out of a comfort zone, really taking the lead. Two of Wands is really about taking the lead. And I say it to you all the times. I mean, I think that Pisces are going to be the leaders over the next several years. And so do whatever you can to take the lead on whatever you want. You have the Six of Swords, which is, again, moving on to calmer shores. We do see a lot of improvements here. So if you've been through choppy waters or if you've been through challenges and difficulties, it looks to me like you're moving on from these things. Again, you have that unlocking card as well. So if you've had a hard time, moving on from something, or if you've had a hard time moving forward in life in any area of your life, it just looks to me like you are moving forward here. I really don't feel much. Same thing with the Five of Swords. I think that you're just separating away from things. The Five of Swords is like winning at all cost, and the Five of Swords, I kind of do feel that this does describe your energy over the last few years, Pisces. It like in some ways you are winning, but I think in other ways, I think you are kind of looking back at the battles that you've been through, and I don't think that it has necessarily been easy. So it's like, yeah, you're winning, but I also do feel that you are kind of looking back at some of the things that you've been through. Let's just put it that way. You could be looking, and again, this doesn't have to be a bad thing. You could be looking back so that you can see what you learned. You can be looking back so you can heal things, whatever. With the Two of Wands, something is not going to be a disappointment. Pretty sure that this has come up for you before. Again, I think that you're looking at new opportunities in your life with that Two of Wands. Again, he's looking out in the distance, but he has a whole world in his hands. And I think that there really is a big opportunity coming in for you. But you could be fearing that it's going to be a disappointment with the Four of Cups. You've been disappointed so many times in the past. And the Four of Cups is really about needing to realize that this last cup here is not going to be a disappointment. It actually could be an improvement. I think that you need to realize that that you are coming at things from a different perspective. You literally have the Hangman showing up here as well. I think that you need to realize that you've learned a lot as well. So it's like, sure, like 12 years ago, that you, Pisces, that you, right, from the past, maybe you were not capable of, starting that business or committing to that relationship or whatever the case may be. But it's like you have learned, hopefully, over that 12 years. You are in a much different position. So it's like, I think what the reading is trying to say is that something's being offered to you, and how you are approaching it is different because you have learned. And I think you need to give yourself credit for that, right? With the Six of Swords, you have the Six of Cups. If you've been watching me for a while, you know I love 2 6s. To me, 2 6s is basically just confirmation for your path. It's kind of like, it's just the reading is basically saying that you're going in the right direction. With the Five of Swords, you have the Queen of Wands, which you also end with the Queen of Wands over here. The Queen of Wands is about being bold, being assertive, really kind of like making things happen. Again, the Five of Swords, he's walking away from the 2 people that are behind him on the Five of Swords as well. And again, I do feel that some of you could be like walking away from people, going against people's wishes and, all that other stuff that we always talk about in your readings. But, I kind of feel like it's time for you to be bold and assertive and march to the beat of your own drum. So that's what I would be doing. You have this in the area of the unexpected. You have a sweetheart card. It says in love, sweetness, mutual feelings, devoted, good intentions. I don't think you've met this person yet, by the way. So again, maybe someone's in love with you, but I don't know that I think you might be in love with them in the future. We'll see what comes up when we clarify. You do have the Six of Cups here. And again, the Six of Cups can be a soulmate. You do have the Four of Wands, but that's really it. So we'll see what comes up. You have this change card. It says change or movement in your life, new direction, relocation, progress. Yes, you're going to have Jupiter going into your 4th house in June. So wouldn't surprise me if you move. A lot of people move or make changes when they have Jupiter in their 4th house, right? So that will be coming up in Gemini, and that will be, like I said, in June. But what I would say there is it wouldn't surprise me if some of you are moving or traveling. And even if you're not going to move, you could, again, it could be just a great time to make upgrades to your home, to do some spring cleaning or summer cleaning. It doesn't really matter. It's a great time to fix things or improve things in the home. You yourself could become very expansive in the home as well with Jupiter in your 4th house. I've known people that have like started business, like very successful businesses when Jupiter's in their 4th house, for example, stuff like that. So, I think that we're in a time of great change. And again, Jupiter could be the thing that is kind of kicking this off. Even though it's not there yet, doesn't matter, it will be. And again, I think that what you are doing is that you are committing to a change. I think that you yourself are making changes. It's like maybe you've been the same, maybe things have changed around you is what I'm trying to say here over the past few years, but maybe you are kind of almost the same, if that makes sense, where, maybe your habits are the same or maybe your daily routine is the same. And I feel like the Four of Wands is saying that you yourself are changing, which is weird. It's almost like popping into my head as the opposite. It's like, yeah, sure, things around you have changed, but as a person, have you changed? And, of course you could say yes, but like on a grander scale, have you changed? And I feel like maybe the answer is no. And this is not like a bad thing or a good thing, by the way, Pisces. I'm just saying, I think that now what's happening is you are changing. Like you are the one that is making the changes, which is very different than what's been going on. So it's almost like you're adopting new habits or, adopting new ways of doing things in life. And that's what you're committing to here. And I think that people are going to start to notice this with the Three of Pentacles. I also get this feeling going this way, by the way, that some of you could be doing something that like you've never done before. And I'm not trying to be mysterious here. Like, I don't know. It's like popping into my head as like a skill or, something in work that you've never done before. And I feel like you're discovering that you're like a natural at it. So again, if you're discovering like a new skill or something that you're just naturally, that you are able to, pick up naturally and just understand, it seems to me like there could be something here going this way. And I feel that it is work or business related. So maybe you discover you're good at like coding on the computer or something random like that. And it's almost like whatever this thing is that you're discovering, I think it's going to be something that you commit to. And I think that it's going to be something that could lead to a lot of future opportunities. So again, if you discover that you're good at some random skill, I would embrace it. It looks, that for whatever reason, saying is going to be very good for you. You have the Seven of Cups, a lot of dreaming going on for you here, Pisces, a lot of imagining as well. I would actually encourage the dreaming right now with the Seven of Cups. I feel pretty good about it. I feel like your dreams could be guiding you. Again, it's coming up right next to those 2 6s. And those 2 6s say that you're on the right path. So like whatever it is that you're dreaming of, I feel like it's guiding you in a direction, your daydreams are almost kind of like leading you towards something. Now you have the Three of Cups as well. 3 Cups can represent a celebration or happiness. I would also encourage any type of teamwork for you, Pisces. You have 2 cards of teamwork right here. 3 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. So anything you can do to work with other people, team up with other people, or just like socialize, have a good time, could be very beneficial. With the Four of Wands, you have the 5 of Pentacles. Again, I feel like some of you could have a new love offer coming in, but you could be fearing that, this new person is going to leave you out in the cold just like the last person, or, all the people from your past, Pisces, right? And I feel like this is saying, no, I feel like that you could be attracting a sweetheart, just like this card says sweetheart on it. You are attracting a person who will not just leave you out in the cold. So Five of Pentacles wants you to make sure that you are not calling attention to your weaknesses. Like I said at the beginning of the reading, I think that your words are going to be very important here, the things that you say about yourself. With the Seven of Cups, you have the Magician, same thing. The Magician is all about your words and the things that you say about yourself and manifesting, so I would watch your words. He's also pointing to the Three of Pentacles, and this would basically say for you to manifest some sort of dream, I feel that you kind of like working with other people could really kind of speed the process up. With the Three of Cups, you have the Fool. The Fool is about taking a leap of faith and kind of having a new beginning. I do kind of feel that. You go here to the Wheel of Fortune. I get like a weird message on the Wheel of Fortune. It's more saying to me that, again, you are in alignment, kind of like these 2 6s are saying here. I feel that it's saying maybe you've been feeling aimless, or maybe you've been feeling like you're not going in the right direction, and now I feel like you just feel that you're kind of on the right path, right? The Wheel of Fortune is your destiny, but it's your destiny how you see it. It is your personal vision for your life. So I kind of just feel the Wheel of Fortune is just saying that you're in alignment. Next, you have this conjunction card, and you have this Imam Quayle card. It says root on it, and the conjunction card says, what does it say? Alliance on it. So again, I kind of feel like you could be working together with people, and that could be very helpful. Again, I don't think this means you have to have, like, if you're starting a business, it doesn't mean you have to have like a business partner. I think that this could be saying that you could just be, finding an accountability partner, or, a person you bounce ideas with. It could be your mom. I don't care, right? So it could just be something, and it doesn't mean you have to split things 50-50 with this person or take them on as a business partner or anything like that. But I do feel that there could be a lot of benefits in you kind of like working together with other people. I also feel like you are kind of grounding something in reality with that root card there. And it could just be your vision for your life. And we say that because of the Wheel of Fortune. Again, the Wheel of Fortune is like destiny and fate and luck. But I feel this is kind of your destiny, how you see it. So I feel you are manifesting or you're kind of like grounding something, you're locking something into reality. Let's put it that way. I also do feel like your fortunes are kind of turning in your favor here. You have the Three of Pentacles. Again, Three of Pentacles says teamwork makes the dream work. So anything you can do to work together with other people would be amazing with the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is also a card of like needing to have more fun. She has these polka dots on her cloak here on the Three of Pentacles, and that can represent needing to not, polka dots in the tarot basically say, don't take things too seriously, have more fun, bring more fun into your life, enjoy yourself more, and if you do that, you'll be more successful. So I think that, and it's standing out to me, right? So I think that some of you, maybe you've been working too hard. You even have this card at the end that says, your hard work is paying off, which I definitely think is true, but at the same time, I think that you need to enjoy yourself. I think that there are things you could do, like, hobbies, businesses, or, not businesses, hobbies, side projects, just fun things that you can do throughout the day. I would start embracing those, any opportunities to do that, and any opportunities to socialize as well, just to have a good time, right? And that will probably help your work. You show up here in a very strong position as the Hangman. So the Hangman is seeing things from a new perspective. He has gained enlightenment. I do feel like you have felt like your hands have been tied and your feet. He has lost the use of his arms and his legs hanging from this tree. He has sacrificed movement so that he can gain enlightenment. So maybe things have been feeling like you're not moving forward, or like you haven't been able to move forward. But I feel like now this reading is clearly saying that you are unlocking movement. I mean, that first card says unlocking. What was locked can now be open. You have opened the floodgates of abundance without limitation. So again, I think that, maybe things have been stuck for a very long time, but now things are going to start moving forward. And again, it's probably because you've gained a lot of knowledge and wisdom. The Hangman is hanging from the tree of knowledge and wisdom, and I feel like that's what's going on here. Yeah, with the Hangman, you have the Six of Wands and the Three of Pentacles wanted to come out together. Kind of saying the same thing I said about the Three of Pentacles. Six of Wands is a card of achievement, success, recognition, and the Three of Pentacles is also a card of recognition. He has done a good job, and he is being recognized by those other two people. So I feel for a lot of you, you could finally be noticing that you're getting recognition, which comes up for you a lot. With the Three of Pentacles, you have the Nine of Swords. Definitely get out of your head. Again, I think you need to get away from this thinking here. It's a very good reading, Pisces, but I think that Five of Pentacles and Nine of Swords is you beating yourself up for things that have happened in the past, or it's like that little voice in the back of your head that says like, oh no, you're not good enough because when you were 2 years old you couldn't reach that thing on the top shelf, and you've carried that trauma for your whole entire life, right? And so I'm joking, but I'm also dead serious. So I think that this is saying that there are like certain things that just don't apply to you anymore. But I think that those things, they might not be real traumas. They could be, right? They might just be, things that you've told yourself, past failures that you've had. It's like you have learned enough to get past those things now. It's like they don't apply anymore. And I kind of feel like that Nine of Swords is saying like, set yourself free. With the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Knight of Swords. Something is going to change your life, and you need to like not run away from it. You notice how the Knight of Swords is running towards the past, right? Sometimes I feel that the Knight of Swords is running towards the future in the reading, and then he gets to something. In this case, he gets to the Wheel of Fortune, and then he turns around, right? And so, what does this mean? What the hell am I talking about, Pisces? What it means is that, don't turn around. If an opportunity is being presented to you in any area of your life, whatever it is, it's basically saying this is going to change your life and don't run away from it. I kind of feel, again, that this could be like a hidden talent, gift, skill, or ability that you don't even know you have. So it's like maybe your boss is like saying, hey, we want you to come, try doing this thing for us, this extra project. Or maybe you get an idea in your business to do something that's like just a little bit scary. Sometimes I think that Knight of Swords, he's running away because it could just be something that's like a little bit scary. And if he would just push himself to the other side, he would find out that he's like a natural at something instead of running away. And so I'm not saying you would run away, but don't run away from whatever this is. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this hard work. This new moon in Capricorn says your hard work is paying off. You have the new moon in Pisces. It says meditate and contemplate on it. Yeah, we're still getting to, luckily the retrograde is over this week, of the 22nd. It's over on the 25th, but it's still a really good time to like meditate, tap into your higher self, all that other stuff. And like I said, I feel like your hard work is finally starting to pay off, but I kind of feel in a lot of ways you need to demand it. And, if you stay stuck in the old story of like, I can't do this, or if you're still beating yourself up for, and feeling guilty even about things that happened in the past, I think that you're going to have a hard time pushing through. So again, let those things go and just realize that you are indeed 10 times stronger than you were. And I think you need to realize that. You have the Queen of Wands. This is a card of, being strong, being bold, being assertive, really putting yourself out there, right? And really making something happen in your life. So I kind of feel like you need to say to yourself here, Pisces, what would I do? What would Pisces do if Pisces was a great white and not a guppy? What would I do if I was like 10 times stronger, or 10 times more bold, or 10 times more assertive? What would that look like in your life? Like, I think you need to ask yourself that question. Like, what would it look like if I was a great white, right? And I think you need to start living that life. Whenever you think that you shouldn't do something, or you're afraid of something or whatever, I think you need to kind of say like, no, I'm not a guppy. I'm a great white, and a great white would bite this challenge's head off, or would charge through this issue or problem, right? And I think that's what you need to do. You have the Five of Cups, and you need to develop that mentality, right? You have the Five of Cups. Five of Cups can represent regrets, but it's coming up in the area of the good stuff. So I feel like you are being grateful for what you do have. The solution to this card is that he needs to see these two cups, then he gets this bridge in this castle over here. So as I always say, to me, fives have very easy solutions, and the solution for the Five of Cups is gratitude. But it looks to me like there are things that you're going to be grateful for are coming in for you because it's in the good stuff. You also have the Nine of Cups. So I feel like you're feeling really good, very supported. I don't know, I think that maybe last month, whatever last month was, March, right? What month are we in? I don't even know, but whatever, doesn't matter. I think we're in April, and I think it maybe in February, March, maybe it was a little bit like, what the hell's going on? And now I think that you're realizing that things are okay and everything's, working out in your favor with the Nine of Cups. That's really just kind of the feeling I get there on that Nine of Cups. With the Queen of Wands here, you have the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, let go of the old story. Like I said, I think that's going to be your secret to success here is, letting go of the old story. But also coming up in the good stuff, Four of Pentacles would say you're stabilizing your finances. With the Five of Cups, you have the Seven of Cups. I almost feel like you're attracting something very real into your life. Like maybe you are a Pisces. So, sometimes I think we do get caught up in the fantasy or the illusion or whatever the case may be. But showing up in the good stuff, it's almost like saying something that you're building in your life right now is not an illusion. It is very real. You have opened the floodgates of abundance, like that card says. And with the Nine of Cups, you have the Strength card. Strength is a card of patience. I really feel, as I say to you every single reading, Pisces, I really feel that people are going to be seeing your strengths. The Strength card is a card of like showing off. It's a card of doing something that has required strength. She has her hands in a lion's mouth. So I feel for a lot of you that you could finally be getting like the recognition you deserve, or especially with the Three of Pentacles twice, or you could be getting some sort of achievement for what you've done. Six of Wands. You have this organization card. I would stay very organized right now. And if you can't stay organized, then things are too complicated and you need to simplify it. I feel like that's what this card is saying. So I would just keep things as simple as possible. With the ideal, you have this idealism card as well. So nothing is perfect. And, I feel like you realize that. But again, I feel that for some of you, this is just saying like, realize nothing is perfect. Although I do feel that you could be attracting an almost perfect situation to your life. Like nothing is perfect, as I said. But, maybe you're attracting a business or an opportunity or even love, right? Not really a love reading. There isn't like a ton of love in this reading, but it is here. And as I always say, like a tarot reading is not going to control your love life. So, of course, if you want love, go out and get it. But, I think whatever you're attracting, it could be pretty close to perfect, or as close as it can get. You have this Revenge card, Mercury retrograde again. Some of these cards are a little bit dramatic, number one, but number two, I would be careful of, past exes and, or past people or anything like that with the Revenge card. I would just ignore it. You have this Submission card here. So again, the Submission card, this is like this bird is in this cage. It doesn't even want to focus, but there's that bird in that cage and the cage door is open. So it kind of reminds me of the Eight of Swords. It just basically says you need to set yourself free. You are not stuck. And we know that with the Nine of Swords as well. You are not stuck to your story. You have this practicality card as well. Yes, I definitely, I'm pretty sure I said it to you in your last reading as well. The mid-monthly reading, I'm pretty sure, was all about, or it might have been the one before that. I don't remember. But, I was saying something about you needing to keep it like super simple. And again, if you're getting, I think what I actually said to you was that if you're getting overwhelmed, that is your clue that you need to, simplify something and make it more simple. I think the universe wants things to be simple for you. That does not mean that you won't be working hard, but, I think the universe doesn't want you to overcomplicate things. I think that simple is best for you right now, Pisces. So that's what I would do. But this looks really, really good. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your week.